Hello everyone, I am Chase at Rocky Mountain ATV giving you a closer look at the Crossfire 3 TA boots from Sidi. All right, so today we're giving you a closer look at the Crossfire 3 TA boot. Very popular, very unique boot coming from Sidi. Now, a couple cool facts about this company that I really like is they come out of Italy. Now, many of us know that Italy is known for the high quality footwear companies that come out of there. And what's great about Sidi is they don't outsource any of their products or any of their components for their boots. Everything is made in Italy, it is put together there. And the reason that is important to me is because it gives them very good control over the quality of all the boots that they manufacture. So you really could argue that when it comes to quality, Sidi, these guys are definitely at the top of the list. So we're gonna go through, we'll talk about the features of the boot, but before we do that, let's talk about fitment real quick. So when it comes to fitment, something you're gonna notice when you're looking at the sizes is they have half sizes for this boot. So here's what I recommend. Typically, I wear a size 9 in every other motocross boot. They don't have a size 9 in this, they have a 9.5, they have an 8.5. I would actually go down to an 8.5 if I were to buy this boot. That's coming off of how I feel that they fit. So just kind of keep that in mind. If they don't have your exact size, I would go down 1/2 size if they have it available. But remember, just use the sizing guide. And also, this is an apparel item, which means if you get this boot or any other for that matter, or any apparel item, if you're not happy with the sizing or the fitment, send them back to us in brand new, unused condition. We want to make sure you get the correct size because we know that's crucial. So we give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange. So talking about the TA, a lot of people will ask the question, what does that stand for? It stands for traditional application. So a lot of people are familiar with the Crossfire 3 SRS, which is essentially the exact same boot. The differences between these two is going to be in the sole design. So the SRS, we have a great product spotlight video on that boot, stands for sole replacement system, and it actually allows you to essentially remove the sole right from your own home and replace it if you want to. And then you have the TA, which you can see is the traditional application. So this is going to be a great choice for riders who want a very high quality, top tier boot, but you like more of that traditional sole. If that's something that you're used to, then this would be a great boot that you would want to try. Also, with the traditional sole, what Sidi is saying is that you're going to get a little bit more feel out of this, so a little bit more feel, say, on the brake pedal. Also, they say more comfortable if you're off the bike just walking around. So if you spend a little bit more time off the bike, maybe you're a trail rider, so you're walking around a little bit more, then the traditional style sole is what they would recommend for you. But also keep in mind that this sole is replaceable. You can see it is stitched on, so if you needed to replace it, you can just take it to a shoe cobbler. They can take this off and actually put a new one on. So that's going to be the differences in the sole design. So really it just depends on what you are looking for. That's going to help dictate which boot you're going to want. So if we look at the rest of it, we talk about construction. What's cool here is Sidi has a proprietary material that they use called Techno Micro, and that's going to be the base. So you can see it here with this, a lot of cool colorways coming from Sidi. It's the white and the orange. That is our Techno Micro, and it's similar to leather, but the advantages over that this has over leather is that it's lighter, it's more resistant to water, and also it's going to be more durable, they say as well. So you're getting a lot of benefits here using the Techno Micro. So that's going to be the base, but then over top of that, something that Sidi I think is really known for is how much hard plastic and protection that you're getting on top. So you can see the entire toe box has got that hard plastic. If we look at the lateral side, you can see lots of hard plastic. What I like too is you have this elevated piece here that's gonna help protect this bottom buckle. So if you were to have maybe a high side or slide, that's gonna protect the buckle. Also, you're gonna notice right here on the ankle, on this lateral side, a nice big protector there. And again, that hard plastic works its way all the way up to the top. If you look at the shin plate, okay, you've got this hard plastic injection molded shin plate. Something unique that Sidi does, in fact, we're actually seeing a lot of other companies doing it now as well, is they actually have the shin plate adjustable. So if you have larger legs and you wear knee braces, you can actually adjust the shin plate out to make it larger. Also, what is unique, you can see with the calf plate, that's adjustable as well. So you can actually largen the calf plate just like with the shin plate, again, to get a customized fit depending on the size of the rider's leg. And you're gonna notice, like I said, very unique boot. That's because you can see a lot of screws externally on this boot on the outside. But what's great about this is the durability factor, because pretty much everything that you're seeing on the outside of this boot is gonna be replaceable. Your calf plate's replaceable, your shin plate, all the buckles are gonna be replaceable, and going along also with that sole that we mentioned earlier. So that's the outside. Again, a lot of hard protection. If we look at the hinge design, what I like about this is it's a pretty stiff boot out of the box, but what I do like is that this hinge does give you pretty good flexibility. So when it comes to shifting and using the brake pedal, I feel like after this boot breaks in a little bit, you're gonna have really good flex there, but still good support. And that's gonna be due to their hinge style, or excuse me, the hinge design. And you can see you've got this little screw here, and then actually glides back and forth. If I bend this forward, or if I bend it back, you can see that screw working. And the reason for that is give a nice hard stop for hyperflexion. So hyperflexion is when the back or the top of the boot is going back. So you have that stop there to help give a little bit more protection to the ankle. Now speaking of the ankle, inside the boot, what I really like is you have an anatomically correct heel cup in the back that is shock absorbent. And that's something that I noticed the most when I put this boot on. If you've ever heard a rider talk about heel float, in other words, when you have the boot on and you walk around or you're riding, you feel like your heel is raising off the footbed. With this boot, I don't get that. I feel like you get a very good, nice, snug, secure fit with the ankle inside the boot, which I'm a big fan of. You also have a nice closed cell foam inside there, which gives a really good, comfortable fit and nice protection on the inside of the boot as well. Now, what's nice too is that going along with that padding on the inside, you also do have a removable arch support. So if you want, very easy, you can just reach in there and take that out. If we look at the inside here, last thing I do want to point out, you got a couple more, again, abrasion pads here. You have one on the inside. You've got one here on the inside of the foot as well. So they're just going to be wear points on the boot that are pretty common. So these are going to be replaceable. And as you work your way up, again, there's your nice sticky burn guard that you have going all the way up to the top of the boot. Let's talk about buckles. So they use what they call their cam lock buckles. I'm a big fan of these. They work really well. So you can notice you have one screw that holds these all on. So again, like I said, they are replaceable. Straps are replaceable as well. So very easy to operate. You're just gonna take your strap, line it up. They're self-aligning, so as long as you have it in there, you're just gonna snap the buckle down, you're good to go. Another feature I do like about the straps is you're gonna notice right here that each strap, where it actually goes inside the boot and goes underneath, you can call it these little hooks right here. So in order for you to adjust the strap, you actually gotta pop these up and out, and then you can adjust the strap in and out. But what I like about those is once they're locked into that position underneath those little hooks, the straps aren't gonna move. So if you've ever had a strap where you cinch it down nice and tight, you get to where you want it, but then when you go to close the buckle, that strap will just come out a little bit. That's gonna prevent that from happening. So I'm a big fan of the buckle design on these. So let's open it up, take a look at the inside. So with it open, okay, something unique, you're gonna have Velcro down here at the bottom part of the liner. Open that, and then you have another piece up here at the top. Now something different that Sidi actually did change going from the Crossfire 2 to the Crossfire 3 is they increased the overall diameter of the inner liner. So they increased that so that you get a better seal. So if you're a rider that you do have larger legs, you're still gonna have plenty of extra fabric to make sure you can get that overlap and get a good tight seal around the inner liner, which I'm a big fan of. So there's gonna be your liner. If you look at the inside here, a couple cool things. You've actually got two different materials that they're using for the liner. So you've got that cambrel at the bottom, and then up here around the top in the calf area, they have what they call their Teflon mesh. So both materials do a great job of being antimicrobial, but also they don't absorb as much water and sweat. So after you wear this boot, you can wash it out. They're just gonna dry a little bit quicker as well. So a couple benefits to having those two different materials inside. So that's the inside. Buckle these up real quick. So last couple things I do want to point out, I think is unique, is that you actually have some venting that is built into this. So if you look at the side here, you've got a couple vents on the side. If we turn around, we look at the back, you got a couple down here at the bottom, and then you actually have a couple more up here at the top of the calf area as well. So for hot weather riding, when you need that boot to breathe, those are there to help you do that. And there it is. That is the Crossfire 3 TA coming from Sidi. Again, your traditional application with that sole. So if that's what the type of sole that you are used to and that's the feel that you like, also remember, like Sidi says, a little bit more comfortable if you spend more time off the bike, well, this would be a really good boot to consider. If you guys do have any other questions, you can leave your comments below. Also, I would love it if you have ridden in these, if you're familiar with them, right below, let us know what you feel about these boots, what you like, maybe what you don't like. That's really gonna help other riders out who are looking to buy a set. Also, a great place to ask your questions is on the product page. By asking your questions there, you will get answers from customers who have bought and are using this exact boot. Remember, orders over 75 bucks ship free. If you guys like this product spotlight video, give this video a thumbs up, get subscribed, and that's gonna keep you up to date and in the loop on the latest gear guides, product reviews, and how-to videos that we're constantly rolling out. I am Chase, we'll see you on the trails.